could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt, you can stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith, I'm flying on faith. You could cry all night about the things that you hate, so dissatisfied in so many ways, but I'm gonna find a way to celebrate today. I'm flying on faith, I'm flying on faith. Picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door.
Good morning. Good morning. I hope you are having the most amazing morning possible. Here we are. It is Monday morning. It seems like the wheel just doesn't stop turning. But what we know for sure is that wellness incorporates our mind, our body, and our spirit. And if we can just master those things, life won't feel so dizzying. And for those who've never joined me before, you see my bike's on the wall. So when you see tires hanging out over my head, it's not because something's crashed into my house. It's just one of those exercise pleasures that I have. So welcome. Share this with someone. I just did, because I believe that people need to hear that wellness is about more than just our physical being, our physical body. It's our body, our mind, and our spirit. And here we take a few minutes Monday through Saturday, 8:15 a.m. to talk to you about your mind, your body, and your spirit, and how those things work together to make us whole people. In fact, we say here that we take small steps that make big change, and we are working together to transform our body, mind, and spirit together. We're not in this alone. You're not fighting this battle alone. And of course, I've got to give you our disclaimer. I am not a physician or a certified nutritionist. This should not be considered medical advice. You should see your physician before starting any exercise or diet program. And I will just go ahead and say, I am a registered nurse, but I cannot give medical advice, guys. Okay. So anyway, come on, let's dive in. Good morning to you too. Let me see. All right. Let's get back on over and get going this morning, because we've got some ground to cover. I'm here today, and for some reason, my mouse is not responding to. Hey, so we're going to improvise. We'll keep that rolling as long as it feels like it needs to. Anyway, today we are just doing a check-in. How are you doing? How'd you do with last week's challenge? I threw a lot of things out there at you. I did. I said, we popped out for a minute there, but I'm back. I'm sorry. Not sure what happened there, but here we are. Good morning to you too, Ray G. Glad you jumped in and joined us. But let's get back to business. Last week, I threw a lot of things at you. I did, because I knew you were capable of incorporating these small steps to make big change in your life. And so today we're just going to do a recap. I want to come back and look at day one. Hydration. We talked about getting in at least eight 8-ounce glasses of water per day. I was talking to someone this week, and they're doing a hydration challenge. And his thing is, he says, I have to get in at least 96 ounces of water a day. And so I asked him, how do you do that? And he says, well, I get it. He says, I've broken it down into 3 chunks. He gets in 32 ounces in the morning, and by noon, he starts over. He's got to get in 32 ounces before 6. And then from 6 to 8, he gets in another 32 ounces. And that's how he does it. He breaks it down into chunks and he says he's doing well with it. It clears your kidneys. It helps your liver. And remember, we said it helps that brain. It helps to keep the brain from getting into that place of brain fog. So it's good for you, I promise you. And get yours in every day. We also talked about a screen detox last week. We said, hey guys, take 30 minutes of your non-work screen time and replace it with a walk or just dance. You know, we lost a couple of really big icons this past week. Roberta Flack was one of my favorites. And so I just put on some of her music this week and I just been kind of grooving to it, you know, just moving to it. That movement counts. It counts. So replace some screen time, 30 minutes of screen time, take a walk, dance, or journal. Okay. How you doing? Did you do any of that? If you didn't, don't feel bad. You still have time. All right. Then we talked about stretching and moving, adding stretch and deep breathing to your routine. And we said you'll find that your body is more relaxed and ready to face the day. If you haven't started work today, I challenge you to get up, stretch, and get a few deep breaths in there before you do anything else today, and watch how your body has a much better day at work. And then day 4, I was really coming at you guys hard last week. Mindful eating, slow down and think about your food. Be grateful for the bounty and savor each bite. Instead of running through, and I had a piece of sweet potato pie, but I took time to enjoy it, to taste it, to feel the texture in my mouth, the sweetness, and also start to pick out some of those spices that were in there. It was incredible. If we wolf it down, then we're just going to want more of it. But if we take time to enjoy it and be grateful for it, we'll find that not only was it delicious, but we also are satisfied in our mind. We feel satiated. We feel like we've eaten enough. All right. In day 5, we talked about a sleep reset. To incorporate an evening pre-sleep routine. This is where I suffer, y'all. With ADHD, sometimes getting a routine like that in place is difficult. So I don't want you to think that I've got all this going on and I've got it together, because I don't. This is my area of struggle right here, is getting that pre-sleep routine in place. Maybe it's, washing your face, brushing your teeth. Maybe it's, reading a few scriptures or journaling or prayer, but get that routine in place so your body and your mind understand we are now getting ready to go to bed. There's nothing else for us to do today besides get our 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. I struggle, but I remember we also said that the Lord He delights to give His beloved rest. So we got to find it, y'all, together. How about that? And did you know that it takes getting regular sleep to lose weight? Because if we don't get the regular sleep, cortisol is poured into our bodies and we hold on to fat. All right. And then last but not least, we said, let's have a stress relief Saturday. Did you do it? If you didn't, it's not too late. Go ahead. Put it on your calendar that I am going to take a day this week and I am going to do nothing. My Saturday was pretty neat. I had a class at church. I went from that to some thrift store shopping. If you know me, that is my jam. And Goodwill, they have these neat little soundtracks. So I'm in the store, I'm just dancing and moving, and I got my Apple Watch going. No, Apple has not endorsed me. Maybe they will. But, so I'm just, and everyone is just like, oh, you seem so happy. And I'm like, you know what? For this short moment in time, I am. I choose to be happy. I choose to be stress-free. Guys, Come on. I just wanted to do a recap today and check in to see how are you doing? And remember, by no means am I expecting you to do all those things all the time, every, few minutes, but I am giving you some options to help take small steps that make big change so that you become a better you. And remember, guys, that the whole point of it is that we become whole individuals who are excited about life and who are facing each challenge without stress, but we're facing it from a place of wellness and wholeness. And so today, as I sign off, I just want to remind you to be blessed and to be whole and take those small steps each day to make yourself better. Have a great one.